Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I look like a bit of a mess at the moment. I'm going to be doing my makeup as I chat to you, so let's just embrace it. But I thought we could do a bit of a chatty get rid of me whilst I talk about all things third trimester, because I feel like I haven't done a pregnancy update on here for quite a while and lots of things have changed, and obviously I am actually nearly done with this pregnancy, thank God. So if I didn't do one today, who knows, like obviously let's pray he doesn't turn up just yet. You know, he's still got a while of cooking in there to do, but potentially, you know, he could turn up in a few weeks. He could turn up, well, it's just under 8 until my due date, like 7 something, so potentially he could be here in like 4 weeks. He could be here in 10, no, he could be here in 9 weeks if he's 2 weeks late. You just don't know, but it's better to be prepared. So I thought I'd do this video. I'm actually going to get like all my hospital bag stuff tomorrow on my birthday, which is, you know, fun stuff to do on your birthday, going to get adult diapers and stuff like that. I love that for me. But yeah, I just want to be like fully prepared. I've started all like his washing and everything like that, so I'm going to carry on with that today, because yeah, it's a scary thought to think that like you have no idea when they could turn up, and you just need to be prepared as early as you can, really, just in case obviously they do come early. But yeah, I thought we could sit and chat. I've got some questions I can answer. I can just go through symptoms, yeah, just fill you in on some things. I've got my baby shower next weekend, not this weekend, next. It's currently Tuesday. It's not this weekend coming, it's the one after. So yeah, that'll be super fun. I really hope I can either vlog it or like just vlog bits and bobs of it, or even just like the prep sort of stuff of it, because I just think that'll be such a fun like core memory to look back on. So yeah, let's get started with the video. I won't chat too much about the makeup. If you've got any questions about makeup, just leave them in the comments, because yeah, this video will be too long if I'm chatting about makeup and pregnancy. So I guess we'll start with well, some people say week 27, right? And some people say week 28 is third trimester. My app said week 27, but when I put that on TikTok, a lot of people got angry and was like, no, it's week 28. I don't really see why it makes much of a difference, because it's a week. But from sort of week 27, 28 is when you're in the third trimester, and I am coming up to week 33. So I'd say I'm halfway through the third trimester now, so I feel like I can give a pretty good insight. And obviously a lot of people don't even finish the third trimester if your baby comes early. So yeah, I feel like I could give a pretty good insight. And to be honest, and this may be controversial, I'm really enjoying the third trimester. I know everyone kind of sets you up to hate the third trimester, saying like how awful it is, how tired you are, how achy you are. Don't get me wrong, all of that is very true, but I just personally find those symptoms a lot easier to deal with than my first and second trimester symptoms, because obviously if you've been following my journey, you'll know I had HG in the first and all of the second, actually. Yeah, I literally stopped the week before the third, so all of my first and second trimester I had HG, which is basically, if you don't know what it is, it's basically extreme vomiting. You literally can't keep water down, you get hospitalised. Luckily I was only hospitalised once. I know people that were literally in and out of hospital the whole time, so I definitely didn't have it as bad as some people did, but I did have it really bad. No medication worked for me at all, so it was just a case of literally just getting on with it and counting down the days, which honestly just made me so depressed and so miserable. Like the effect it had on me mentally is just something I can't even explain, and it's something that I just don't think you can comprehend unless you've experienced it yourself. Like I would actually go as far as using the word traumatic now, which again, some people might think that's really dramatic, but unless you've experienced it yourself, you really just can't understand. Like it is horrendous. So for me, having like that finally stop in the third trimester, I've just been super grateful, to be honest, and I can handle, like, don't get me wrong, it's obviously hard, like you're very out of breath in the third trimester, you can't really, you know, you're not very mobile, you can't really walk around too much, my feet are swelling. What else? Obviously the hip pain, the rib pain, the back pain, like there's a lot of not nice symptoms as well, don't get me wrong, but for me those symptoms can kind of be like helped, because you can just sort of like be like, right, okay, I need to sit down now, I need to take a rest, you know what I mean? You can take a paracetamol to help with the back pain, you know what I mean? Whereas there was nothing I could do to help the sickness, literally nothing, because none of the tablets were working at all. So for me this is a lot easier to handle, which I think is the biggest reason why I'm actually really enjoying the third trimester. Also, not to, you know, go on and on about things, but obviously again, if you follow my channel, you know I have endometriosis. So for me, having a chronic illness is quite similar to the third trimester anyway. Like a lot of the time my body before felt very like fatigued, felt very, you know, worn out, and achy and heavy. So for me, this kind of just feels like my life before pregnancy, except obviously with a big bump. And the biggest thing being that, like, actually at the end of this I'm going to get the most amazing thing in the world, whereas before I was just going through all these symptoms and all this pain for literally nothing. So yeah, I think that's also just made it so much easier. Like, an end is finally in sight. When you're in the first and second trimester, I feel like if you're struggling, it just feels never ending. Like, the days feel long, the weeks feel long, whereas for me now this is actually starting to go quickly because I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, the end is finally in sight. Like, it's really not long now, so that is definitely helping as well. In terms of like how baby's doing, obviously you have more regular midwife appointments. Sorry if this angle's a bit weird, I do apologise because I think it probably is, but it's the only place I can really put you for now, until I've used all my makeup, and then I can put you at a lower bit. But yeah, obviously you have more regular midwife appointments at this point. I'm now having them well, my next one's at 34 weeks, and then it's literally every 2 weeks. So you do see your midwife a lot more, and they measure your, it's called fundal height, right? So they measure your bump and it gives them a rough indication of like where baby's measuring. I really don't see how it's that accurate, to be honest, because obviously that's your bump, that's not the baby that they're measuring. Only scans can obviously measure the baby. But in terms of measurements with that, he is literally, at first he was bang on 50th, and then last midwife appointment he jumped 2 weeks ahead. She said like that doesn't mean he's going to come 2 weeks early, obviously, but it means that he is growing at a good rate. He's staying above the line, which is the most important thing. You just want them to be like above the growth line. Basically, if they dip, then that's obviously more of a concern. Also, if they just jump way above it, that's also a concern. But he jumped 2 weeks, which I think is fine from what she said. So yeah, he's not measuring small, he's measuring quite well. I don't know if that's big or not. This is the thing, because my friend's a midwife, so I asked her, because if 50% was when he was bang on 28, right, then obviously he's jumped ahead 2 weeks, so obviously he's above the 50th percentile now. So I said to her, what do you think that would be percentile wise, because I couldn't actually look at the graph because I forgot my notes that day, so I didn't see her actually plot it. I'm guessing, she said, I'm guessing that would probably be like 70-75%, which I think is quite high on the percentile. I know people literally have babies that are like 90 percentile, but I think that's quite big for me considering I'm quite small. So yeah, I don't think he's going to be small. I think he's going to have little legs, because when we had his growth scan, he had quite like a low femur length, which is obviously his leg. But obviously I'm very sure, I'm literally like 5'2" at a push. My partner's not particularly tall. I think he's like 5'7" or something like that, so he's not particularly tall. So yeah, I think he's just going to be a bit short. I don't think he's actually going to be a small baby. But obviously you just never know. This is the thing, you can't prepare with like clothing. Like, I've just literally, I'm going to bring to the hospital newborn up to 1 month and 0 to 3 just to be safe, because you just don't know. But then you do hear stories as well of babies being born into 3 to 6 months, but that's got to be quite uncommon surely, like unless you're having like a 10-pound baby. So I don't think I'm going to bother with that. I've been washing all the clothes, and I'm just washing newborn up to 1 month and 0 to 3 at the moment, because yeah, there's no point washing 3 to 6. I don't even have much 3 to 6. I think I don't have any 3 to 6 vests, but I'm sure most people probably don't buy 3 to 6 vests, because you just kind of, I feel like you'd know if you're going to have a 10-pound baby, because you'd usually have to go for like more growth scans before. Like, I don't think it's much of a surprise when people just suddenly have a 9-10 pound baby, or at least that's what I'm telling myself. I can't remember where I was going with that. Yeah, so I don't think he's going to be, I don't think he's going to be big or small. I think he's probably going to be either 7 something or 8 something, maybe 8 something, which is still quite big, to be fair. My niece was bang on 8 pounds. So yeah, I think he'll either be 7 something or 8 something, but again, you just don't know, because even these like measurements, even growth scans aren't always oh, that was a weird sound, aren't always accurate, so you never know. Okay, I've managed to move you, actually, there you go, I've managed to move you down a bit now, because I've done all the main bits of makeup. Oh, she says that, and I've literally left the bronzer in there. I could have just done that the whole time, just lifted the lid up, sorry guys. But yeah, I've nearly done my makeup now. So in terms of like preparation, I do feel fairly prepared. I don't know, like, I haven't done my hospital bags yet, like I said, but I'm literally going shopping for that tomorrow, and I do have some of the stuff already, but it's just in terms of like actually packing it. I've done all of the, I've washed all of the newborn and up to 1 month vests, all of the 0 to 3 vests. Today I've got to do sleep suits. So once I've done sleep suits, again, all of his clothes that I'll need for like the first bit, like I said, I'm not going to bother with 3 to 6. They'll all be washed, so that'll be fine. And then tomorrow, after I bought the stuff, I'll pack it literally the next day. we haven't got like our travel system, our buggy yet or anything like that, but I've picked out the one I want, so it's just literally the case of going to get it, which is fine. And like, to be honest, actually I need somewhere to look for this. To be honest, I don't really have anywhere to store it at the moment anyway, and people say it's bad luck to store your buggy at your own house, so I'm gonna have to probably store it at my parents anyway. So like, I don't want to rush to get it and just have to have it like taking up space in their place. So I think we'll probably get that in the next couple of weeks, to be honest. My parents are actually treating us to our buggy, so I've kind of just like not, you know, brought it up. Like, they can decide when they can afford it or when they want to get it. Me and my mum have gone like looking for one, and we've seen one that I like, so it doesn't really matter right now. Like, you're not going to need that until obviously right before they come. Obviously the most important thing really is the car seat, having that, but to be honest, I don't want to put that in my car straight away anyway. Like, they say don't put it in your car because obviously if you get into a car accident, you just got to replace it anyway, so there's no point, you know, setting that up early. You might as well just literally leave that to the very last second of going to hospital. And to be honest, I've got a feeling I will end up having to get my parents to take me to hospital, because my partner, he's going to be at work obviously, and I just got this feeling, let me just do my lips, sorry. I've just got this terrible feeling that I'm not going to have to get hold of him. And he keeps moaning at me for it because he's like, yes, you will. But I just can never get hold of him when he's at work, which is fair enough. Obviously, he's at work. And I'm sure close to the time he will be obviously more on his phone, like more alert. But I just got this feeling I won't get hold of him. And my parents will be the ones driving me to the hospital. Which, to be honest, is not really the end of the world, because he works actually quite close to the hospital. So he would be able to meet us there. And to be honest, I really don't think labour will be that quick. I know that does happen for some people, but typically with your first baby, it's quite like a slow process. So yeah, I think it'll be fine. I just don't think he'll be the one to be driving me, which, to be honest, isn't really a bad thing anyway. Like, even if we were at home or whatever and we asked my parents to come drive us, it would be kind of nice in a way, because then he could be in the back with me, you know, helping me and supporting me and like remembering all the bags, and he doesn't have to stress about driving, do you know what I mean? So it wouldn't actually be the worst thing in the world, but it would mean that we wouldn't even need to bring the car seat with us to the hospital, because my parents can just bring it when they pick us up, kind of thing. But yeah, I would say other than that, we are pretty prepared. We've got his name, we've got the nursery, which is pretty much done. It's just a case of sort of like tidying things up a little bit now, and just sort of like maybe adding like a few nicer decor pieces, which, to be honest, isn't really like something that has to be done straight away. Like, we haven't got a mattress for the cot, but he's obviously not going to be sleeping in that cot for a long time, at least 6 months. He's going to be in the little next to me crib, which is next to our bed, and I've bought a mattress for that because basically my sister is letting us borrow the next to me crib because her daughter doesn't use it anymore. So I've just bought a new mattress. I mean, I probably didn't even need to do that because they're literally cousins, they're related, and to be honest, she was barely in it, my sister's daughter, but to be safe, I just bought a spare, like a new mattress for that. So that's all ready. The thing he'll actually sleep in is ready, which is the most important thing. I just need to get it from my sister, but again, that's something I can do literally even if I'm in labour. I can tell her, can you bring it over please? So that'll be fine. So we've got that, and then yeah, everything else in the nursery is not really like crucial to be set up. Obviously the changing table has been really useful. I've pretty much organised that, like all the nappies, all the wipes and stuff are pretty much all organised of that. I've got quite a small list of things I still need to get, things like a nappy bin, a thermometer, little things, but to be honest, I was going to wait until my baby shower just to see if I get any of those things, and then literally just run and get them like the day after or whatever if I don't, because I'm to be honest, I do think I'm just going to get a lot of clothes for my baby shower because no one's really asked me what I want or need. So I think people will just want to choose a cute outfit, which is fine. Like, he'll just have way too many clothes, but do you know what, that's fine. You can have, well, you can have too many clothes, can't you? But that's fine. But yeah, my baby shower is in a couple weekends time, and I'm so excited. It's gonna be at my parents' house, like in the garden, so hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather is nice. It will be June, so hopefully it will be. And my sister and mum is organising most of that. It's pretty much, like I say, it's a baby shower. It's not really a baby shower. It's just more sort of like a party, like a barbecue party. Like, a lot of my parents' friends are coming, family and family friends. My friend, I say my friends, I've got like about 3 friends. My partner's friends. So yeah, it's more of a sort of a garden party, but to be honest, that's what I wanted. I didn't want that sort of like stereotypical baby shower. I didn't want like loads of attention or anything like that. I actually don't really like all that kind of stuff. So don't get me wrong, I do want a little bit of like something, like as in like I'd like to have like a balloon arch or something that I can take some cute pictures with, and I'd like to have a couple of like these cards, because I planned my sister's baby shower last year. You would have seen that video probably. That you can get these cards on Amazon, but basically like prediction cards. They predict like weight, day, time, things like that, and then they can write like little advice on the back. So I really do want them. Yeah, but other than that, I think I'm happy to just do a lot of it myself, to be honest. Like I think all the food prep and everything I'm going to do myself. We're going to go to like a Costco or something a couple of days before, so to be honest, I might vlog all that side of it, like more of the prep side of it, because that's the stuff that I'm going to be involved in. And then on the day I'll try and get like a couple of clips, but obviously I'll be quite busy socializing. So yeah, I might start filming it from like when we go to Costco and stuff like that, just so you can see like a little bit of the sort of BTS side of it. But yeah, I think that's all there is to really like update you on, to be honest. If you've got any questions, then put them in the comment box and I'll answer them. But I think that is pretty much all there is to talk about. Like it's really not long to go now, and yeah, I'm definitely actually enjoying pregnancy finally. Who knew it would happen 8 weeks before the end, but we got there in the end. But yeah, I think that is everything. So if you did enjoy this video, then please leave a like and subscribe. Sorry I haven't really been uploading as much recently. Like I said, I've been struggling with like inspiration of what to film, and because I've been so worn out, I've literally just been glued to the sofa a lot of the days, so I haven't really had anything to film. But I will have some videos coming up recently, because like I said, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I think I'm going to vlog that, and we're going like shopping, so I'm going to do a massive Primark haul, because I've asked for birthday money, so I'm actually going to splurge and get myself so much nice stuff for after pregnancy and like labour and stuff like that. So I'll do a massive haul as well, so that's coming. And then yeah, they're gonna be my baby shower, so there should be some good videos coming up. So yeah, sorry about that little gap in between. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, then please leave a like and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.